Greetings, this is Mac. I want to talk about the upcoming Elden Ring DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, specifically what the DLC is going to be talking about, and why. First, let us take a look at the title. Shadow of the Erdtree is not some intangible concept. Matter of fact, a conversation between finger reader Enya and our Tarnished brought up something similar. The Rune of Death goes by two names. The other is Destined Death, the forbidden shadow plucked from the Golden Order upon its creation. If we assume that the title originates here, then the Shadow of the Erdtree is Destined Death. The time of which Destined Death was sealed away is also known as the start of the Golden Order. Thus it is safe to assume the story happens in a time when the Gloam-eyed Queen and Marika are fighting it out for godhood. Now I'll try to prove this theory. But before that, I hear you questioning, why is this blonde person riding Torrent not Mikola? This certainly looks like him. To answer this question, we need to take a look at the story timeline. Mikola is Marika and Radagon's child. This is to say he was born when Radagon was Elden Lord. We have ample information about this time, including the Shattering. If the Erdtree would appear shrouded in darkness, all folks from the land between would see it, leaving solid evidence behind. However, based on my understanding of the text, the worst thing to ever happen in Radagon's age were the shattering of the Elden Ring and the war that followed. It is unlikely that at the time the tree was tinted black, thus it is unlikely to be Mikola. Now, let's turn our focus to Torrent. We might be able to use the information given to infer who Torrent's last master was. This is what Ronnie said to us when we first met. I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master, 'tis a bell calling forth spirits. This suggests that Torrent's previous owner is a spirit tuner. Now, talking about spirit tuners, let's see what our good friend Hugh has to say about this. I spoke with the girl. She has a gift for spirit tuning, so I told her everything I know. I am in debt to a spirit tuner I met long ago. Now, even the two fingers can count how many people are associated with Hugh. There's only Roderica and Marika. His attitude towards Marika is less of hatred and more of just trying to complete her wishes. Your divinity, have mercy, and grant me forgiveness. The road is yet long. A god is not easily felled. But one day, without fail, you'll have your wish. So please, grant me forgiveness, Queen Marika. From this, we can infer that Torrent's previous owner is very likely to be Marika herself. Too bad the picture only shows the backside of the person. I mean, if we can see her green eyes, we'd be 100% certain. Perhaps the shape of the tree can assist us in our quest as well. We can clearly see the Erdtree in the DLC is twisted and bent towards one side. This shape is not impossible to find in the base game, as this is a key belonging to Volcano Manor. We can see carved on the key is a snake coiling around the Erdtree. In the description of the Godfrey-era duelist helm, we see the following. The snake is viewed as a traitor to the Erdtree, and the audience delighted in seeing these bronze effigies beaten and battered. In the era where Godfrey is Elden Lord, the Golden Order sees snakes as traitorous. This means that one time the snake must be with the tree, then somehow got separated. The snake among its branches would twist the Erdtree, making it the shape it is in the trailer. Why would it be Godfrey's era, you ask? Well, that's because Radagon closed the Colosseum. Now, another commonly overlooked part in the base game is the Gloam-eyed Queen's snake element. This is not the topic of this video, so we'll quickly go over it. We have Godskin's snake tail, Abductor Virgin's hug, snake's undying properties leading to shedding, leading to flaying. From what we dug up, the Gloam-eyed Queen is definitely capable of fucking the tree up. The twisted trunk might also symbolize the war between these Empyreans. Another thing, the spirit gravestones can also help determine the time the story takes place in. The design of these gravestones are similar to the ones we find at Castle Morn next to the Misbegotten boss fight. The lone hero of Morn was felled by none other than Godfrey himself, thus suggesting the time. So, to wrap it all up, I think Shadow of the Erdtree DLC happens at a time when Queen Marika and the Gloam-eyed Queen is warring with each other for godhood. I personally think that this period of time is best, and I'll answer a lot of previously unanswerable questions. Like, why did they go after Godwyn at the Night of the Black Knives? Why did Marika suddenly shift away from the Golden Order? And why did she shatter the Elden Ring? By returning to the Age of Godfrey, maybe some of these questions can be answered. Now, of course, we still can't say for certain it is 100% not Miquella. Let's just say if it turns out to be him all along, I'm sure you'll forgive me. This is the end of the video. If you liked the video, we have many more in the pipeline. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss our future content. If you don't agree with our analysis, just tell us who you think it is in the comments below. We promise to read all of them. This is your host Mac. We'll see you in the next one.